All right, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing somewhat of a Walking Dead updates type of video. We have now found out that The Walking Dead Season 11 will be premiering this summer instead of the fall for Season 11. We'll do our video predictions for Episode 18, which is the next upcoming episode this Thursday or Sunday night, depending on whether or not you have premiere. And also, we're going to give our thoughts on the cast for Mercer. Alright, so we got new info for The Walking Dead. So it sounds like The Walking Dead Season 11, which we had been anticipating to release in the fall, it's actually going to be even better because we're not going to have to wait all the way until the fall time to see The Walking Dead Season 11. It sounds like we're actually going to get to see this one early, and we're going to get to see The Walking Dead Season 11 start to premiere in the summer. So this does kind of throw off our dates for the conclusion of the Walking Dead television series. I'm almost thinking, like, if it's going to start in the summer, will they do a full 8 episodes in the summer? Will we see another 8 episodes in the fall? And then the final 8 episodes in the winter, which would mean if that's the case, that means next winter, a year from now, we will be seeing the final episodes of The Walking Dead. Like a year from now, we'll be watching the end of the end, right? It's like I'm excited to see these episodes play through, but at the same time, I'm kind of sad because it's like, oh, I don't want it to end. This means it's ending even sooner than before. It's like, oh, this sucks, but it means that we're going to get to see those episodes sooner rather than later, which is good. So while it's not confirmed, all they've basically shown in some of their little teasers is that we're going to get to see Season 11 this summer instead of in a fall usual type of release. I don't know. Maybe they want to get it aired as soon as possible. Maybe it has to sync up in some way with the Rick movies. Or movie. I guess we'll see if they still plan on doing 3 or just 1. So if that is the case and that's what they're doing, maybe they're trying to get that first part of the season released this summer, second part in fall, and final part in the winter 2022. So that would be, basically a year from now. So that would be 3 more episodes than we're used to. We still have 5 from this additional 6 episodes, bonus episodes. So we'd have 5 there, and then the 24. So that'd be 29 episodes left still. But if they're going to give it to us, quick, then that means that in terms of chronological timeline for us, it's only a year. So I wonder if it might be because they want to get it done before the movie releases, and maybe they have some kind of crossover in mind between the end of the Walking Dead television series and what they want to do with the movies, which are still supposed to be in theater, but I would not be surprised if that changes at some point here. So let me know what you guys think about that. Summer release for The Walking Dead Season 11. That's pretty cool. Next one is about a casting, which is a pretty important casting now for the end of the Walking Dead series, and that is for Mercer. So they just cast yesterday Michael James Shaw as Mercer for The Walking Dead Season 11. So Mercer was a big character in the comics. He was there for, I want to say, quite a while. But with kind of these releases, if he's just coming in here in the final season, we'll get to see him with a heavy concentration, most likely, in those last 24 episodes of The Walking Dead that last season. We won't likely see him in the bonus episodes based on the casting announcement time and everything. So that means he'll be in those last 24 episodes, which is, I guess, enough. It kind of feels like from the comics that he was in the series for longer. But, it will be an extended season, so it's like a season and a half, sort of. Now, in terms of him as an actor, I don't really know too much of him. Michael James Shaw, I guess he was in Limitless. He was in Constantine, which I did like Constantine. He was in Avengers Endgame and Avengers Infinity War. And he played in Avengers Corvus Glaive. So, I saw the movies. I don't recall off the top of my head the character. I can't think of it. He was also in, let's see, Oasis, Blue Bloods, Roots, and like I said, Limitless. He was in The Wire. So another kind of Wire alum. They've got quite a few people from the Wire for Walking Dead now at this point. A good number of them that were in the Wire. So I'm not really familiar with him. Like I said, I don't recall. There were so many characters in Avengers, Endgame, and Infinity War. I don't really recall seeing him there, but he does look a lot like Mercer, and should be good. People are already saying. I think Jay was telling me he's like, he looks exactly like him. So yeah, he does look very similar to the comic version of Mercer. It'll work, right? It'll work. And while I'm excited to see the character, like I said, we don't have too much time left, so it's like, okay, that's cool. But we're almost at the end anyway, so yeah. And then for the predictions for Find Me. So Find Me, we've seen the kind of preview trailers for it now, the teasers and whatnot for it for this upcoming episode this weekend for Walking Dead. That makes it episode 18 of the Walking Dead season 10. Technically, it'd be the second episode of this kind of extended bonus little offshoot season type thing we're seeing here now. So in this episode, it looks like Daryl is going to be searching for Rick. So this is going to be likely a flashback type of episode, and it occurring after what comes after Rick had left, in between that 6-year time skip after he had gone missing. So in this one, we're going to get to see Daryl go and try to find him. It looks like he's going to run into a new female character. So we'll have to see if anything interesting happens with that. I think some people have seen the table reads, so they know more about this than I do right now. I've been able to hold off for those, so I'm gonna wait and enjoy the episode as well here. But it looks like Carol will be in there too. Obviously, we know it's Find Me, so he's looking for Rick. He's not going to actually find Rick, as we know. So it's what it is. Maybe he can find some of his stuff or something. I'm not sure. Could probably look back through the series and kind of see what did he say about when he went looking for Rick. He kind of touched on it briefly, but it doesn't sound like he really found that much. So kind of seems like Michonne has found more with Virgil and that whole storyline, what they did with that. So it's going to be cool to get to see that kind of time frame in a flashback. We know the outcome, but it'll be cool to see Daryl's journey, to see him cope with losing Rick in his mind, not getting to see. And then it'll also probably help when the series ends if we do see Daryl and Rick reunited again, either in the last episode, the very end of The Walking Dead, or if somehow Daryl as well crosses into the Rick movies or something. We'll have to see how the whole thing works out with the ending of the series and how this whole thing kind of fits together with the movie and all that, and then the Daryl Carol spinoff after that. But it'll be cool to see Daryl at least try to find Rick, because it was obvious that the whole group would if Rick's body wasn't there and they didn't find him as a walker. Obviously, they would all basically go out looking for him, Carol included, I would think. Michonne, obviously Daryl would. And so probably take it pretty harsh that if he's not able to find him, take it personally, I suppose. So we're going to get to see a little bit of that struggle in this episode, which should be pretty good. Inverted Name sent through a comment, and he said, theory, AMC said season 11 would be the end to get eyes back on the product, and then they'll say it's here to stay if the numbers kick back up, making it valuable again. And then Nizzle had replied to him, what? They're ending the original Walking Dead show because the comic ended at this point. Then they're starting a Walking Dead original with the spinoff, story with the spinoff. Well, right, so the comics ended at the point that's going to be coming up where they're ending the Walking Dead television series. They have confirmed the Daryl Carol spinoff, but there is also the movie kind of spinoff and everything like that, so they're really kind of taking it in their own direction after that. But, does it make sense for them to end off the TV series where the comics ended and then do what they want with the property afterwards? Yeah, it does. It does make a lot of sense. Do I think that they might have announced the ending of it to pump the seasons, to pump the episodes? Maybe. Maybe in some way they decide to do that. But, it's the end is the beginning was one of the things that were written in Fear around the time when it's meta, right? I'm sure Gimple had something to do with it. So, it's like the end of everything episode when the Walking Dead comics, the last, when Kirkman just dropped the last one, there was a Fear episode named yeah, it was the end of everything. It was the name of the episode. Like the same week. It was like they timed it out per week. Somehow, I don't know how they evil geniuses, right? So, there might be a little bit of that involved there, but it doesn't make sense for them to end the series when the comics ended. Yeah, it does. And then after that, you got the movies, you got the other stuff. But obviously, fan demand is gonna always matter. If people are willing to sign up for AMC Premiere, which we just got information that 6 million subscribers last year for it. Now there's other things included with that too, not just AMC Plus or AMC Premiere, but basically their streaming option with AMC. So if people are passionate about it, they still want it, right? In a year, a couple years or so, then yeah, most likely they will do the spinoffs. But there is no, there's no guarantee it's going to succeed or not. You don't know for sure. And they certainly have done a lot of Walking Dead. So we'll see how the whole thing plays out. We'll see how these movies go, because most movies right now, I mean, as far as theatrical releases are concerned, like that's, in the future, will that even be a thing anymore? Like all the streaming services and everything, they have to take big risks to do these big budget movies and put them in theaters. So we'll just have to see what happens. But I'm excited to see the end of the series. It's going to be cool, but I'm kind of nervous because I want them to stick that ending. And I remember how bad the Game of Thrones ending was, in my opinion. And I just like please God, don't do something. I don't think they will. I think we're in good hands. I think it'll be a good ending. But kind of traumatic to see, man. After all these years, 12 years and everything, it's like wow, it's finally going to end, right? So. But there'll be other stuff after that, for Walking Dead after the series is gone. So that's for Find Me. It should be a pretty good episode. Flashback episode, though, so I'm not expecting anything too crazy. But it'll, Daryl's always one of my favorites, so it'll be good to see Daryl struggle searching for Rick, his brother Rick, right? So that's it for this video, guys. We'll see you again soon for another. As always, it's Trev, and I'm saying peace. Later, guys. See you soon.